Mahadev Atmanaha. Holi, more commonly known as the Festival of Colors, is quite possibly the most vibrant and widely celebrated festival in the traditions of the Sanatan Dharma. We celebrate Holi in the Indian subcontinent and around the world by the burning of Holika, the bonfire, circumambulating, enjoying the day with friends and family, eating sweetmeats, and of course the following day anointing each other with the colors of devotion. Pradosha vyapini grahya purnama phalguni sada tasyam bhadramukham tyaktva puja hola nishamukhe. It is at night in the month of Phalguna, the Purnima, the night of the full moon, where we burn the Holika as a symbol of winning over the Arish, or known as the Shadripu. This is the true adhyatmic sense and adhyatmic meaning to the festival of Holi. Because Holi is not simply a day of festivities and enjoying the day simply. It is also a day of reflection and celebrating our own individual dharmic and adhyatmic pursuits. The obstacles that we may have are known as the Arishadvarg, the 6 different classifications of enemies, or Shadripu. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad and Matsarya. All these 6 figure into the different legends and tales of Holi, and we all must follow the example set before us and attempt to destroy these 6 innate enemies that we all have. Kam. Holi is, of course, the day in which we remember the Kam Dahan, the burning of Kam, where Kam naturally attempted to break the tapasya of Mahadev, and as a result, Mahadev burnt Kamdev to ashes. It is, of course, for this reason that many offer sandalwood paste to the forms, to the Vigra of Kamdev as well on this day to alleviate some of his burning. Krodh. Krodh is negated in Holi because of all the swearing and which is done and enjoying in harmless frivolity. It is to be noted that all different sections of society come together at this time. The Brahmins and the Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras, all people of all Varna and all stratas of society come together and engage each other in these naughty, naughty words. Lobh. Lobh is, of course, greed, and this is one of the rare festivals where an entire village, an entire community must participate. The Holika, which is burnt, is actually supposed to be made together within the community through 8 different days, starting of course in the month of Phalgun, going from the Ashtami Tithi, going all the way to Purnima. So those 8 days are actually known as a Holashtaka period, and this is the moment where we must rid ourselves of all the greed, and the various different children must go around the entire village and community areas and collect all these twigs and other things to burn, and of course make an entire Holika out of that so that it could be burnt in the bonfire on the night of Purnima. Moha, or of course delusion, this is not only a delusion that we may have towards each other, it can also be an adhyatmic delusion. And since this is the Phalgun Purnima, Purnima is considered to be a very opportune moment. Of course, Purnima being the full moon, and moon is considered even in Shastras to be a karak, to be a symbol of the mind. And it is on this night of Purnima that we must rid ourselves of these delusions and engage in dharmic work, in dharmic activities, and of course our own scholarly pursuits as well. Mad, the wonderful story of Hiranyakashipu, Holika and Bhakt Prahlad, of course, one must remember. Mad, of course, arrogance, and Hiranyakashipu being the absolute form of mad and arrogance, and of course how Bhakt Prahlad was indeed saved by Sri Hari Vishnu. On this day we remember them. Then we have Matsarya, and Matsarya being that which is born out of Matsar, that which is born out of envy and jealousy. And of course, the entire story of Holika and the cloth which she had reminds us of Matsarya and how envy and jealousy itself, though it may seem as though it is burning all around us, ultimately it burns the person who is jealous, the person who is envious. Holika is seen as the personification of Matsarya. All these different legends pertaining to the festival of Holi all come together to help us destroy the Arishadvarg, these 6 innate enemies. Let us all burn these enemies in the Holika on the day of Purnima, and may you all have a very colorful and safe Holi. Mahadev.